What's up guys, Joe here, welcome back to my channel, and today we are back with stage 17 of the Giro d'Italia here on PCM 2020, and we have one of the queen stages of the race. Look at these climbs right here guys, massive day, and I cannot wait to see if we're able to hold on to pink with Joao Almeida. So we get underway here and we have the Maglia Rosa back. There it is on Almeida's shoulders, absolutely wonderful to see. And despite Masnada's poor day, I think we're going to have to try and go in the breakaway again right here. So can we follow Jack Haig, try and get in the break if possible, and pick up a few points despite this poor day. So plenty of riders all over the road. We have Van Hooker, Galopan and Masnada at the front. You can see the group behind, including Hindley, Guerrero. We have Haig as well, Visconti trying to join the break, Attila Volta, Mark Perdoon. So a big breakaway seemingly going off the front. Another few groups allowed off the front, including Ade. We have Bookwalter, De La Parte, Ulysses as well. So gonna have about 30 riders up the road. So we arrive at the Forcella Valbona, average of 6.7%, 22 kilometers in length. This is gonna be a massive climb. We'll see how quick the tempo is at the top. But at this point, it must be said, with the peloton cruising up this climb and taking a look all the way up to the breakaway, it seems they are the favourites for the stage right now. With a quick tempo in this group, they have almost a 10-minute lead. But the tempo in the front is meaning we're seeing a lot of strong riders. Guerrero, Visconti out the back here already before we reach the top, and Masnada is struggling right here. I don't think he's going to get any KOM points, and that is a massive shame because we have 32 available. And there you go, 3k to go. Masnada has nothing left. We have just 9 riders at the front, so we may be able to get some scrappy points, but this -2 day is just the wrong day to get this day for Fausto Masnada. Let's just stay with Haig here. We're done for this climb, as we have Jai Hindley looking very strong. Volta trying to stay with him. Carboni drops away. And to be honest, at this point, we may as well drop Masnada back to the peloton with Ulysses and Volta struggling. Van Hooker and Toljoy trying to catch Hindley. Let's see who takes these points. None of these guys have too many points at this stage, as Van Hooker is done, Hindley is done, and Antoine Toljoy takes all those points ahead of Jai Hindley. Back in the peloton, we've lost Kaiser and Hodge, but over 10 minutes now back to the guys at the very front. And there you go, Masnada does crest this climb. Did we get any points? Not even sure. I think we get a single point, 97 points. So Masnada looking like he's going to struggle today. So at this point, I'm going to just tempo at 59 with Masnada. We'll try and wait for this main group, to be honest, on this climb. I think Masnada will be caught on this climb. If not, probably on the descents behind, because there is still a massive gap to those guys. And if we take a look at the guys at the front, I do believe the stage will be won by one of these 7 riders right here. And on this climb, we're seeing a very tricky tempo with Trek, Segafredo, as well as Ineos, but mainly Trek pacing for the Shark. He wants that Maglia Rosa back after that tactical mishap really on the previous stage, and you can see Masnada just a few minutes up the road now. So the pace has slowed a little bit, and we have 65 riders at the front of the race right now. Seri has done a great job to this point, but it seems we're going to have to rely on James Knox here, or Masnada. In fact, we'll drop him to 45, so he's caught a little bit sooner. Let's protect Almeida with James Knox. And at the top of the climb, this time it's going to be Hindley taking all of those points, and Hindley could be a genuine contender for the Maglia at Zura. Same with Toljoy by the end of the day. So we're now on the descent. We have 39 riders remaining in the peloton and still 11 minutes to the front of the race. They're definitely going to take the stage. So behind, Ballerini has fallen in this group. Let's just check that he's okay and can continue. And luckily, Ballerini is okay to carry on. So we now approach the Passo Girone, and we have just 8 minutes to the guys at the front, as really their tempo does slow somewhat. We'll try and come to the front, try and control things a little bit with Fausto Masnada on the front of the peloton. We don't need to up it too much. Let's just stay at 60 right here, try and conserve Joao Almeida, whilst no one else willing to tempo. They need to try and drop us. They are trying to attack us today. We're playing it defensively, trying to look after that lovely Maglia Rosa. And there you go. As soon as I say that, we have Conchi and Brambilla, almost like the Shark heard me say that he is seeking revenge today. So then we now come into the final climb of the day. Trek have been pacing on the approach for Vincenzo Nibali. Where is he? I'm expecting a Shark attack today, as I've already mentioned, but let's put Almeida up to 75. Try and come to the front of the group will pace at 75 pretty happily right here, as it's a very hard tempo in the peloton set by Trek Segafredo. We'll try and come to the front though with Masnada set a tempo at 75. Masnada is going to be done pretty quickly, so I think Nox is going to have to move over and protect Almeida in a moment. Here we go. Masnada is now done, so Nox can now protect Joao Almeida. Masnada done for the day. He can sit up, try and not block Nox next time if you can, but let's go like this at 65. Set a steady tempo as Simon Yates on the attack. Again, he is some way down, 7 minutes, so we'll go like this, set the steady tempo, but now everything explodes as everyone trying to catch Simon Yates, who has attacked. We're going to have to go to 80 here with Almeida. Keep the steady tempo as McNulty is the next man to try and attack. There is Nibali, he's on the move. Let's go to 90 here with Almeida. Nibali, remember, is the man to watch. In fact, I'm going to go like this instead. We'll try and pace with Nox at 92. And you can see Nibali and Wilco Kelderman going off the fronts a little bit here. Hopefully Nox can help out Joao Almeida. Pace at 88 as we have just 25 riders here. Even less now, 15 riders in this second group. And what a job by James Nox trying to catch Nibali, with Kelderman really helping him out. And meanwhile, at the head of the race, Toljoy has attacked the other guys. Antoine Toljoy seems like he's going to win the stage, and Nox is trying to tempo, trying to bring them back in. Almeida really struggling as well. Can we maybe try something right here with Almeida? We're going to attack these guys. We're going to try and bridge that gap to Vincenzo Nibali if we can. Let's take position in this group. We're now really struggling. Really struggling with Almeida. We're now at the front of the race though with the man we need to watch. Kelderman still pacing, but Almeida really struggling with this tempo. Just 7 riders now in that group behind. So Almeida is doing everything he can. We're just sat on the Italian's wheel. I'm ready to react. We have just 2k to go, but really struggling. I think we're going to crack before the top. We have 1 minute and 37 seconds to Nibali, who is spinning a high gear as we're extending our gap to the guys at the front. Toljoy takes the stage, but I need to focus here on Vincenzo Nibali. We'll follow his wheel. We're going to follow his wheel into the final 800 meters. We're looking pretty good. Nibali trying to sprint. Almeida's going to try and come round, and we're going to finish on the same time as Kelderman and Nibali. What a day for Almeida. What a ride again, protecting the Maglia Rosa. Thomas sprints behind. We gain more time on this group here. So Antoine Toljoy takes the stage. I'm probably saying his name incorrectly. Sorry about that if I am. But anyhow, he wins by a mile ahead of Ulysses and Hindley. The peloton really did close the gap in the end, just 2 minutes down with Kelderman and Nibali. Great rides by them, but Almeida with the ride of the day. What a performance to stay with those 2 riders right there, gaining time on the rest of the GC guys in the process. So looking at the new GC, we still have a 97-second lead on Nibali with almost 3 minutes to Geraint Thomas. And it must be said, an MVP performance for James Nox, really riding hard to try and bring in Nibali and Kelderman and allowing Almeida to sit on his wheel and then attack up to those guys. You can see the other comps right here with Hindley actually stealing the Maglia Azzurra from Masnada, who didn't really have it today. So stage 18 and another massive day in the mountains in Italy. Cannot wait for this with the Passo di Stelvio right here. A big climb. Hopefully we're able to ride the stage in real life. It looks like we are at the time of recording this. Cannot wait for it. But if you enjoy, guys, drop a like on the video. As always, drop a sub to my channel if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one.